वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह जी। आओ जी सिमरन करिए। वाहिगुरु 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 वाहिगुरु। वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह। आओ जी, let's go further with Kabir ji the slok. We are on 163rd slok. Here Kabir Sahib talks about how we only remember Waheguru when we have some work, when we have some pain, when we have some problems in our life. ਜਦੋਂ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਕੰਮ ਪਵੇ ਰੱਬ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ। Kabir Sahib says, just like when we remember Waheguru when we are in trouble, when we are in pain, same way we should remember Waheguru all the time. ਜਿਹੜੀ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਖਿੱਚ ਪੈਂਦੀ ਹੈ, that the inspiration or the last resort which we take during the troublesome time, we should think about that troublesome time all the time so that we can remember Waheguru all the time. Maharaj says, Kabir, काम परे हर सिमरिए ऐसा सिमरो नित अमरापुर बासा करो हर गया बहुरै बित. ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਹੈ कि just like when in the trouble time, we always go to Gurdwara Sahib, we go to Mandir, Masjid, Church, and we pray in front of Waheguru Sache Pasha. We remember Waheguru Sache Pasha. Kende aisa simro nit. Remember Waheguru like this all the time. Hamesha vaste. Because we have this plekha in our mind. We think that we can only, you know, whenever we are in trouble, when we'll go to the Waheguru Sache Pasha's Darbar, our problem will go away. And most of the times, these are the worldly problems. And we get stressed out and we want that this thing should be resolved. ਤੇ ਜਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਬਾਬਾ ਨਾਮਦੇਵ ਜੀ ਨੇ ਤ੍ਰਿਲੋਚਨ ਜੀ ਨੂੰ, ਭਗਤ ਨਾਮਦੇਵ ਜੀ ਨੇ ਭਗਤ ਤ੍ਰਿਲੋਚਨ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਦੱਸਿਆ ਸੀ ਨਾ, ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਸੀ ਨਾਮਾ ਕਹੇ ਤ੍ਰਿਲੋਚਨਾ ਮੁਖ ਤੇ ਰਾਮ ਸਮਾਲ ਹਾਥ ਪਾਉ ਕਰ ਕਾਮ ਸਭ ਚੀਤ ਨਿਰੰਜਨ ਨਾਲ. We should remember Waheguru all the time, whenever even we are doing any work. ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਮੁਖ ਤੇ ਰਾਮ ਸਮਾਲ, just say Waheguru from your mouth, haath paon kar kaam sab, do all the work. At least when we are at home, right? I understand that we have, some IT jobs and all where brain is needed, or there are other jobs, non-IT jobs also, where the brain is needed, accounting and all that stuff, right? But whenever we get a time, when we are cooking, when we are doing anything with our hands, and when we are driving and all, ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਹਾਥ ਪਾਉ ਕਰ ਕਾਮ ਸਭ, ਸਾਰੇ ਕੰਮ ਕਰ. ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ is not stopping us to do any work. Do your work. ਤੇ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਚੀਤ ਨਿਰੰਜਨ ਨਾਲ, in the mind ਅੰਤਰਗਤ, just do Waheguru if you can't speak loud. Otherwise, ਨਾਮਾ ਕਹੇ ਤ੍ਰਿਲੋਚਨਾ ਮੁਖ ਤੇ ਰਾਮ ਸੰਭਾਲ. ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਉਹਦਾ ਰਾਮ ਨੂੰ ਸੰਭਾਲ, ਨਾਮ ਨੂੰ ਸੰਭਾਲ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਨੂੰ ਜਪ from your mouth. But if you can't do it, then keep on doing the work and inside with your hands, and keep on doing the work with hands, and inside just do through man antargat simran Waheguru Waheguru. ਹਨਾ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ all the time. ਜਿਹੜਾ ਤੇ ਇੱਥੇ ਵੀ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਕਬੀਰ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਇਹੀ ਸਮਝਾ ਰਹੇ ਆ. He is telling us the same thing, that why you only do the simran when you are in trouble, whenever you have some work with Waheguru. Why not remember him all the time? ਅਸੀਂ ਬਾਣੀ ਚ ਪੜ੍ਹਦੇ ਵੀ ਆ ਨਾ ਰੋਜ਼, ਦੁੱਖ ਦਾਰੂ ਸੁਖ ਰੋਗ ਪਿਆ. ਦੁੱਖ ਨੂੰ ਦਾਰੂ ਕਿਉਂ ਕਿਹਾ? Why ਦੁੱਖ is called medicine? Why pain is called medicine? Because whenever we have a trouble, whenever we are in pain, we always remember Waheguru. ਇਸ ਪਿੱਛੇ ਦੁੱਖ ਨੂੰ ਦਾਰੂ ਕਹਿਤਾ. ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਸੁਖ ਰੋਗ ਪਿਆ, ਸੁਖ ਨੂੰ ਰੋਗ ਕਹਿਤਾ. Sukh is a disease. Why it is a disease? Because when we are happy in the worldly way, then we don't remember Waheguru. We are careless at that point of time. That's why Maharaj is saying, Dukh daru sukh rog. And some Gurmukh Pyare, that's why they ask for Dukh. They say, Waheguru Sache Pasha, keep on giving us Dukh. Why they say that? Because they know that if we'll be in Dukh, we'll remember Waheguru. But why to wait for a Dukh? That's what Kabir ji is saying. Kabir ji is saying, why to wait for the dukh? Remember anyway. Kabir, kaam pare har simriye, aisa simro nit. Nit means every day. Every day. Not only when we need Waheguru for prayers and all. Just remember Waheguru all the time. Kende, what will happen if you will remember Waheguru every time? Kende, Amarapur basa karo. Amarapur matlab that place where you are Amar. amar, where you don't die, right? Where you are immortal. And that is a place in the Waheguru Ji's Charan Charan, right? When we merge in Waheguru. Amrapur Basa Karo, Har Gaya Bahare Bit. ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਅਮਰਾਪੁਰ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਫਿਰ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਵਾਸਾ ਹੋ ਜਾਏਗਾ. You will be with ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਸੱਚੇ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹ. And then what will happen? Then ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ji will not send us back to this world. As ਪਿੱਛੇ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਹਮੇਸ਼ਾ ਹੀ, not only just in trouble, remember ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ all the time. See, yesterday also Guru Sahib talked about Man Sarovar, Sangat. Today also Kabir Sahib is going to say the same thing, but in a different way. ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਜੇ ਸੇਵਾ ਕਰਨੀ ਹੈ ਨਾ, ਸੇਵਾ, how now people say, how can we remember Waheguru all the time? The best way to do that is doing a sangat, morning, evening. That way, what will happen when we do the sangat, we'll remember Waheguru all the time. Here, Kabir Sahib is saying, Kabir, seva ko doye pale, ek sant, ik ram. देखो संत ਤੇ ਇੱਕ ਰਾਮ, ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਦੋ ਸੇਵਾ ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਵੈ ਉਹ ਬਹੁਤ ਇੰਪੋਰਟੈਂਟ ਹੈ. Here the Sant and Ram is one and the same thing because both have onkar, one Sant. ਇੱਕ ਰਾਮ, Kabir, seva. Koi anybody will find from other app. Sometimes this I'm using iGurbani app. Sometimes iGurbani has some some problems. So other than if anybody can check right now, I can also check in other app. But here Kabir, seva ko doye pale, ek sant, ik ram. Can anybody tell from some other app if sant has an onkar or not in other apps? Because this app has problems. We have found that in past. Sometimes there is missing laga matra and it changes the meaning. Who is checking? Kawaljeet Paji, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਚੈੱਕ ਕਰਕੇ ਦੱਸੋਗੇ?
ਓਕੇ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ,
ਹਾਂਜੀ ਇੱਕ ਵਾਰੀ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਚੈੱਕ ਕਰਨਾ. ਆਪਾਂ ਅੱਗੇ ਚੱਲਦੇ ਹਾਂ, ਨਾਲ ਆਪਾਂ ਵਿਆਖਿਆ ਕਰੀ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਹਾਂ. ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਰਾਮ ਜੋ ਦਾਤਾ ਮੁਕਤ ਕੋ ਸੰਤ ਜਪਾਵੈ ਨਾਮ. ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਦੋ ਜਾਣਿਆਂ ਦੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਸੇਵਾ ਭਲੀ ਹੈ. ਇੱਕ ਸੰਤ ਦੀ ਸੇਵਾ. Here the sant should be sangat, if you'll ask me, because it's a plural here, but what I'm reading right now, it has onkar, it becomes a singular. But since Kabir Sahib is saying seva doe word ਆ ਗਿਆ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਮਤਲਬ ਦੋ ਥਾਵਾਂ ਦੀ ਸੇਵਾ, ਇੱਕ ਸੰਤ ਦੀ ਤੇ ਇੱਕ ਰਾਮ ਦੀ. ਕਹਿੰਦੇ why? ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਰਾਮ ਜੋ ਦਾਤਾ ਮੁਕਤ ਕੋ ਸੰਤ ਜਪਾਵੈ ਨਾਮ. ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਸੱਚੇ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹ will give us the liberation and the sant will help in chanting the naam. ਜੋ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨਾ ਜਿਹਨੂੰ ਆਪਾਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਆਪ ਜਪੋ ਅਵਰਾ ਨਾਮ ਜਪਾਓ. ਠੀਕ ਹੈ. ਕਬੀਰ ਸੇਵਾ ਕੋ ਦੋਏ ਭਲੇ, ਇੱਕ ਸੰਤ ਇੱਕ ਰਾਮ. ਰਾਮ ਜੋ ਦਾਤਾ ਮੁਕਤ ਕੋ ਸੰਤ ਜਪਾਵੇ ਨਾਮ. ਹਾਂਜੀ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ. ਕੀਤਾ ਕਵਲਜੀਤ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ ਚੈੱਕ?
ਵੀਰ ਜੀ ਇਹ ਵੀ ਆਈ ਗੁਰਬਾਣੀ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ ਸੰਤ ਥੱਲੇ ਔਂਕੜ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ ਤੱਤੇ ਥੱਲੇ. ਹਾਂਜੀ
ਮੈਂ ਆਈ ਗੁਰਬਾਣੀ ਨੂੰ ਪੜ ਰਿਹਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ, ਦੂਸਰੀ ਕੋਈ ਐਪ ਤੇ.
ਵੀਰ ਜੀ I saw in Sikhi to Max, yeah, there is a onkar in Sant Tatta.
Okay, both
means which both?
ਦੋਵੇਂ ਦੋ ਲਾਈਨਾਂ ਨਾ ਪੁੱਤ. ਕਬੀਰ ਸੇਵਾ ਕੋ ਦੋਏ ਭਲੇ, ਇੱਕ ਸੰਤ ਇੱਕ ਰਾਮ.
ਹਾਂਜੀ.
ਥੱਲੇ ਹੈਗਾ ਰਾਮ ਜੋ ਦਾਤਾ ਮੁਕਤ ਕੋ ਸੰਤ ਜਪਾਵੇ ਨਾਮ.
ਹਾਂਜੀ both ਸੰਤ ਤੇ ਔਂਕੜ ਹੈ.
ਹਾਂਜੀ. ਸੋ ਇੱਥੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਵੇਖੋ ਜੀ, we have to also think from the Gurbani grammar also. Whenever there is a noun and it is when there is a noun and it is singular, so here also onkad is there, so that means it's singular. So what does that mean? That means Guru Sahib is talking about Satguru, Guru Nanak Dev Ji, Nanak Jot, right? And some, ਜਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਪੜਿਆ ਸੀ ਨਾ ਕਬੀਰ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਵੇ, ਹਰ ਜਨ ਐਸਾ ਚਾਹੀਏ ਜੈਸਾ ਹਰ ਹੀ ਹੋਏ. ਬਹੁਤ ਉੱਚੀ ਅਵਸਥਾ ਜੀ. ਜਿਹੜੀ ਉਹ ਅਵਸਥਾ ਨਾ ਸੰਤ ਦੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਨਾਨਕ ਜੋਤ ਪ੍ਰਗਟ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਹੈ ਬੰਦੇ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ, when the Nanak Jyot is there, then there is no difference between Guru Nanak's Jyot, Waheguru's Jyot. It's just like same. Harjan aisa chahiye jaisa Hari. It becomes like Waheguru. That avastha Kabir Sahib is then talking about, since it is in all the different apps. Sikhi to the Max has actually a different database. So since the database is related, so the true, with my little knowledge, the true, uh, you know, uh, answer to this is Kabir, Seva ko doye pale, ek sant. So that Jan who is merged with Waheguru, whose mind is merged with Waheguru, that will be the definition of a sant here. ਤੇ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਦੋ ਹੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਸੇਵਾ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ, there are two types of the two seva. We have to do the seva of the sant, the mind which is merged with Waheguru, and ikram, and Waheguru Sache Pasha. Ram jo data mukat ko, Ram, Waheguru Sache Pasha will give us the liberation. And Sant, who is merged with Waheguru, Japave Naam, he will help us chant Waheguru. Simran da tarika sanu dasange, Simran karwange. So don't think that Sant is any normal kind of a person who is on the mic and chanting Waheguru. Sant is a very high avastha, right? It's just like Waheguru. So that's why we need to make sure when we read Gurbani, we understand correctly and we use Gurbani grammar whatever we can, right? All these Syariya and Byariya has a meaning. Kabir je marag pandit gaye, pache pare bahir, ik avagat kati ram ki, teh chad raho Kabir. And the next slok, Kabir Sahib is saying, Kabir je marag pandit gaye. So here Pandit is like the Brahmins in those times, what they used to do, even till today. They put us in Karam Kand. You know what Karam Kand is, right? Do this ritual, do that ritual. We have to bring some desi kyo. We have to do yag. I'm not criticizing anybody's, rituals, but that's why they put us in the Karam Kand. Bring a Ganga Jal. And that same thing happens in Sikhism also now, right? They say, okay, ਪੰਜ ਸਿੰਘਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਬੁਲਾਓ ਜੀ, ਹਨਾ, ਗੁਰੂ ਗ੍ਰੰਥੀ ਨੂੰ ਬੁਲਾਓ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਪ੍ਰਸ਼ਾਦਾ ਛਕਾਓ, ਉਹ ਨਾ ਏਦਾਂ ਕਰੋ, ਹਨਾ. They all talk about like this, right? So ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਉਹ ਪੰਡਿਤ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ ਉਹ ਕਰਮ ਕਾਂਡ ਕਰਵਾਉਂਦੇ ਆ ਸਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ. They don't tell us that, hey, Waheguru Ji is inside you. You are not this physical body. And if you will jap naam, what will happen? You will get mugat. You will get liberated. You will hear the voice of Waheguru, you will hear the Anhat Shabad, then you need to put a dhyan on Anhat Shabad, and then you will do the darshan of Waheguru, and finally merge in Waheguru. That should be the job of a pandit or a preacher or a granthi or anything. But Kabir Sahib is saying, Kabir je marag pandit gaye, pache pare bahir. Kende peed vi ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਪਿੱਛੇ ਉੱਥੇ ਹੀ ਚਲੇ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਹੈ. The crowd also do the same thing, whatever the Pandit is doing. If Pandit is doing Karam Kand, rituals and all, that's what the congregation or the people who follow them, they will do the same thing. So it is very difficult path, Kabir Sahib is saying. Agar ਉਹ ਮਾਇਆ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਗਰਸਿਆ ਹੋਇਆ ਵਾ, ਪੰਡਤ ਹੈ, if some preacher is totally in Maya and whatever he is doing, so will the crowd do. And Kabir Sahib said, but I chose a different path. He said, Ik avagat kati Ram ki tehchad rahe Kabir. He said that the Karam Kand, the rituals, is not the path which will go to Waheguru. ਜਿਹੜੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਰਿਚੁਅਲਸ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ ਨਾ, ਹੈਨਾ, ਇੱਥੇ ਸੰਗਰਾਂਦ ਤੇ ਮੱਸਿਆ ਤੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਮੱਥਾ ਟੇਕ ਲਿਆ, ਏਦਾਂ ਕਰ ਲਿਆ, ਹੈਨਾ, ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਦਿਸ ਆਲ ਇਜ਼ ਅ ਰਿਚੁਅਲ. ਤੀਰਥ ਤੇ ਚਲੇ ਗਏ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਤੀਰਥ ਕੀ ਹੈ? ਤੀਰਥ ਇਜ਼ ਨਾਮ, right? So ਜਿੰਨੇ ਵੀ ਆਪਾਂ rituals ਕਰਦੇ ਆ, all the rituals which we do, Maharaj says that's easy to do, but to meet Waheguru, to follow the naam, to follow the shabad, that path, ik avagat kati Ram ki teh chad raho Kabir, that is difficult. It's like a very high slope cliff or a mountain, right? It's difficult to climb that mountain, right? So he said, but I have chosen to do that. Why it is difficult? You know, if somebody tells you, go to Ganga, bring the Ganga water, and now take the Ganga water and put it everywhere, do the Shnan with the Ganga water or whatnot, right? It is easy to do these things. But if somebody tells you, sit here and just do Waheguru, listen to your own voice, or say Ram Ram, listen to your own voice for 2 hours, it will be difficult to do that. That's the difficulty Kabir Sahib is telling us. Why? Why it is difficult? Because our mind is always look for things which are outside. Mind has forgotten that Waheguru Ji is inside. ਜਿਹੜੀ ਅੰਦਰ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ है ना वो बड़ी मुश्किल है ना, because our eyes are always looking outside. See, outsiders again, we get more impressed on what we see, what we do. It's difficult to go inside. When I say inside, I'm not talking about the inside the physical body, looking into your skeleton and whatnot. Talking about inside as in looking inside your mind. What is happening, right? Looking at your breath, that your breath is coming in, going out, and connecting Vaheguru with it. Just sit there and sit on the nose, the tip of the nose, and say inside Vaheguru, Vaheguru, and just see your breath. Connect it with your breath. Vaheguru, Vaheguru. It's difficult, but it becomes easy when we are in the Sangat of saints. When we are in the Sangat, when we are in Sad Sangat, when we are in the Sangat where the Naam is being recited all the time. ठीक है जी? आओ जी ऐसी भी कोशिश करिए. So today, let's practice this. How to sit inside, right? First, we will do Bakri Bani for 10-15 minutes. And then we'll try to sit inside our mind so that we can check what is going on in our mind. Mananu, is manako koi khojo pai. है ना ए मन ਨੂੰ ਅਸੀਂ ਖੋਜਣਾ ਹੈ we have to search this mind ਅਸੀਂ ਪੜ੍ਹਦੇ ਨਾ ਜੋ ਬਰਮੰਡੇ ਸੋਈ ਪਿੰਡੇ ਜੋ ਖੋਜੇ ਸੋ ਪਾਏ whatever is in the universe so is in our mind in our body when we will search it we'll get it what is in the mind so we will learn today how to search our mind ਥੋੜੀਆਂ ਜਿਹੀਆਂ ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਕੋਲੋਂ ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਜੁਗਤੀਆਂ ਦੱਸਦੇ ਆ ਅਸੀਂ ਸਿੱਖਦੇ ਆ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨਾ ਸਾਸ ਸਾਸ ਸਿਮਰੋ ਗੋਬਿੰਦ ਮਨ ਅੰਤਰ ਕੀ ਉਤਰੇ ਚਿੰਤ ਸਵਾਸ ਸਵਾਸ ਕਿਵੇਂ ਕਰਨਾ ਹੈ ਨਾ so all let's learn today from Guru Sahib ਤੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਵਾਹ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਸੁਣਨਾ ਗੁਰੂ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਸੁਣਨਾ we have to listen to our own voice first we'll do it in Bakri Bani then as we progress with Waheguru Ji's Kirpa I will guide you आओ जी शुरू करिए Waheguru 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 I think there is question something okay Waheguru 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 Guru, Waheguru, 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 Guru, Waheguru, 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 Waheguru,
Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Guru, Waheguru, 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 Guru, Waheguru, 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 Guru, Waheguru, 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 Guru, Waheguru, 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 Guru, Waheguru, 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 Waheguru. Now let's go Antargat. And the automatic breath which is going from our nostrils in and out, let's connect with that. ਜਿਹੜੇ ਨਾਸਕਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਸਵਾਸ ਆ ਰਹੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਆਪਾਂ ਜੁੜਨਾ। ਮਨ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਵਾ ਆਪਣਾ ਸੁਰਤ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੈ, bring your surat in the front of your nose tip and just sit there. When I say sit there, meaning when the breath is going in naturally, say Vah. When breath comes out, naturally say Guru. All natural breathing. We don't have to put any pressure or anything. Aao ji apan shuru kariye. I will do in loud voice, but you guys have to do Antargat. Vah Guru, Vah Guru. If it doesn't match with what I'm saying, then just connect there with your natural breathing. Breathe going in from the nostrils, breathe coming out. Now move your surat from your nose tip to the front of your forehead, where the pineal gland, the third eye, is there in between the two eyebrows, just in front of that. And there, just do the Antargut Simran. And people who hear the Shabad, जिन्हां दा नाम प्रगट है, वो नाम नू सुनो उत्थे बैठ के, सामने देखी जाओ उत्थे. Just keep on looking at that point, just in front of that, and keep on doing the Simran with it. Waheguru, 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 Waheguru. Keep on going inside with this. Total antargat which khub jao. And listen to the sound ਜਿਹੜੀ ਕੰਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਆਵਾਜ਼ ਆ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ ਸਾਹਮਣੇ ਬੈਠ ਕੇ ਤੇ ਉੱਥੇ ਸੁਣਨਾ ਸੁਰਤ ਸਾਹਮਣੇ ਲਾ ਕੇ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ 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 Waheguru, 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 Waheguru. Total antargat. Stop doing the Simran now. Just put a dhyan in the front and listen to the Anhat Shabad. In front, keep on looking in the front of your forehead. And there, listen to the Shabad. open your eyes a little bit and just keep on looking in the front. Just थोड़ियां जी आंखें खोलनी है, not full eyes, little bit of eyes. Look into the empty space as close as you can. नेत्री सतगुर पेखना ਸਰਵਣੀ ਸੁਣਨਾ ਗੁਰਨੋ ਤੇ ਕੰਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਵੀ ਸ਼ਾਂ ਦੀ ਆਵਾਜ਼, any ringing sound, anything which you hear, just keep on listening to that while looking in the front. Keep on looking in the front. Keep on listening while you're looking. Open your eyes a little bit more. Not fully yet. Just looking at the empty space. Open your full eyes. Waheguru ji ka khalsa, Waheguru ji ki fateh. Hum avgun pare, ek gun nahi. Amrit chhad bikhe bik khai. Maya mo parampa phule. Chut dara syon preet lagai. ਇੱਕ ਉੱਤਮ ਪੰਥ ਸੁਣਿਓ ਗੁਰ ਸੰਗਤ ਤੈ ਮਿਲੰਤ ਜਮ ਤਰਾਸ ਮਿਟਾਈ ਇੱਕ ਅਰਦਾਸ ਪਾਠ ਕੀਰਤ ਕੀ ਗੁਰ ਰਾਮਦਾਸ ਰਾਖੋ ਸ਼ਰਨਾਈ ਇੱਕ ਅਰਦਾਸ ਪਾਠ ਕੀਰਤ ਕੀ ਗੁਰ ਰਾਮਦਾਸ ਰਾਖੋ ਸ਼ਰਨਾਈ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ Waheguru ji ki fateh. Will meet again tomorrow at 5 p.m. Pulla Chukka di Khima ji. Waheguru ji ka